Well, who knows? That's kind of important though, because if you really think about it, the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card is a major credit card. So in today's conversation, I want to explain to you step by step how to get approved for the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card with fair or poor credit. And we're not talking about small amounts. We're talking about a high limit. Okay? Stick around till the end of today's conversation. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee, or tea, or vodka, and let's roll. In today's convo, I want to speak to you about how to get approved for the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card with fair or poor credit, and how to get a high limit. First, you need to know the card details. I want you to look on the screen right now. I want you to look at the baby we are going to talk about today. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card. And with this card, you have a constellation of benefits. You can earn a one-time $300 cashback bonus or 30,000 bonus points when you select a business card rewards program and you spend $3,000 in the first 3 months of account open date. You have a cashback option where you can earn 1.5% cashback on qualifying purchases. You have a reward points option. You can earn 1 point on every dollar spent and receive 1,000 bonus points every billing cycle when you spend at least $1,000 on qualifying purchases. And they have a 0% intro rate for the first 9 months. That's just fantastic. So this card is great for businesses with annual sales ranging from $200,000, $150,000 rather, all the way to $2 million. So if your business is within that range, that's fantastic. $150,000 to $2 million. You can choose your rewards, cashback, or rewards point. It depends on you. And if you have a business that needs a convenient way to manage everyday business expenses, the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card could be a great option. There is no annual fee. You also have up to 99 employee cards with no additional fee. That's fantastic. You have a constellation of cash management tools, spending reports available online banking and bill payments option. This is just wonderful. Okay, no foreign transaction fee, cash advance or balance transfer fee may apply, but there's no foreign transaction fee. In terms of interest rates, you have prime plus 7.99% to prime plus 17.99%. So this roughly translates into 10% to 20%. And there is a grace period of up to 25 days on purchases. Step number 1, you need to know the card details. Step number 2, you need to understand the extra features. So this card, the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card, has a bevy of extra features, but you got to know them. You need to choose between the cashback or the rewards points. Let me ask you a question. Does your business currently need cashback or rewards points? Do you even know what those entails? Talk to me, because if you have no idea of the features that you need, you can't make the right decision. So one thing you need to understand is that the card has a no annual rewards program fee, and there's no required spending categories or earnings limits. Let's talk about the cashback versus the reward points programs. For the cashback, so they have a new customer offer, so you can select the cashback rewards program at the time of application, and you can earn a $300 cashback bonus if you spend $3,000 in qualifying purchases in the first 3 months of account open date. You can earn 1.5% cashback on qualifying purchases. And what we love with this card is that you can receive your cashback automatically as a credit to your account or to your eligible checking or savings account each quarter. And this is done in March, June, September, and December. That's for the cashback program. Now let's look into the rewards points program. So the new customer offer in this category is you can select the reward points program at the time of application and earn 30,000 bonus points if you spend $3,000 in qualifying purchases in the first 3 months of account open date. You can earn 1 point for every dollar spent on qualifying purchases. You can receive 1,000 bonus points when your company spend is $1,000 or more in any monthly billing period. You can redeem points for gift cards, merchandise, airline tickets, and more. You get a 10% points credit every time you redeem online, 10% of redemption value. You earn extra bonus points or discounts from Earn More mall retailers. Okay, so if you want to have an idea of all the rewards, you got to go to the link that we have on the screen, businesscard.wellsfargorewards.com. So this is where you have the whole repertoire of business rewards that Wells Fargo has. So here you have it. You need to understand the extra features, whether you want to go with cashback or rewards points. You need to know this because you need to select an option during the application process. So you need to see which option is best suited for your business. Step number 3, I want you to know the eligibility rules. I really want you to memorize them. And there are not a lot of them. So we have about 6. The first thing is you got to be in business for at least 9 months. So 9 months is the minimum operational history. I'm not saying you just need to open your account. I mean, you just need to open your company and just let it run for 9 months. No, there has to be a strong and active management of the business. There has to be some activity. There has to be some financial statement activity. Okay, 9 months minimum. Number 2, 180,000 minimum annual revenue. This is a gross income. Gross revenue, not income, gross revenue. So 180,000, that translates to a monthly equivalent of $15,000. Again, this is gross revenue. The third thing is that Wells Fargo wants you to have a FICO that oscillates from 650 to 850. However, you can actually lower the FICO all the way to 545 if you have an MPR with Wells Fargo, a MultiProduct Relationship. They want you to have a paydex of 70, at least 70. That's if applicable. Keep in mind that Wells Fargo checks the small business financial exchange for your business credit. So they actually look at those two sources. Wells Fargo also wants you to have a DTI of 35%. That's the maximum. DTI stands for debt to income ratio. So what Wells Fargo is doing is Wells Fargo is actually looking at your business's debts and comparing the income and seeing if basically you have enough free cash flow to repay whatever balance you might accumulate on the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card. And one thing I want to say also in terms of eligibility, Wells Fargo has no restrictions in terms of the legal entity type. So if you have a sole proprietorship, you can still qualify. But Wells Fargo, based on our research and based on countless interviews and countless interviews with Wells Fargo insiders, Wells Fargo prefers an incorporated entity, especially for a large limits on the credit card. Okay, so if you want to have a high amount, let's say you want to have $500,000, because this card can go all the way to $500,000. That's something I should have said before, but it can go all the way to $500,000 in terms of limits. So you can actually you boost your chances of getting a higher limit if you are an incorporated business. It can be an LLC, it can be a C Corp, an S Corp, an LLP, you name it. The next thing you need to do, if your goal is to get approved for a high limit Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card with fair or poor credit, whether you want to do it on an EIN only basis or without EIN, the fourth thing you need to do is to check out other business credit cards from Wells Fargo. The reason is that you want to think about plan B and plan C. If one option doesn't work, then you have plan B. If option B doesn't work, you have option C. Wells Fargo has 2 other credit cards that are worth mentioning. First, they have the Wells Fargo Business Secured Credit Card. Here, this is a secured credit card, of course, so there's no credit check. And you do have a cashback option. You earn 1.5% cashback on qualifying purchases. You have a reward points option where you earn 1 point on every dollar spent and receive 1,000 bonus points every billing cycle when you spend at least $1,000 on qualifying purchases. The credit line oscillates from $500 to $25,000. This is your own money, okay? You have zero liability protection, no annual fee. And one thing you need to understand here is that this is a credit card that allows you to jumpstart your business. Let me ask you a question. Big decision time. Do you need a secure credit card right now, just in general? Do you need a business secure credit card right now? Talk to me. Okay, so if you do, maybe Wells Fargo could be a good opportunity because they have great perks. They have the cashback option or the rewards point option, for example. And you can actually establish or rebuild business credit with Wells Fargo. And so this is great for businesses with little to no business credit history or businesses with past credit challenges. Besides the Wells Fargo Business Secure Credit Card, you also have the Wells Fargo Business Elite Signature Card. This card is for the elites, actually. You got to have a little bit of a quote-unquote backbone to qualify for this card. Even if you have poor credit or fair credit, you can still qualify for this card. But the only thing is, you got to have, your business must have annual sales over $1 million. Okay, so this is why the threshold is a little higher here. So, but if your business is really banking, even if you personally are not banking in terms of your credit score, in terms of your financial situation, you can still qualify. Okay, and this is a card that will give you, you can earn a one-time $500 cashback bonus or 50,000 bonus points when you spend $15,000 in the first 3 months of account open date. And this card, the limit can go all the way to $1 million. Okay, we have seen people who have a business credit card, a Wells Fargo Business Elite Signature Card with a limit of $1 million. Yeah, so this card is great for businesses that want to earn more valuable rewards, businesses that want spending controls on cards, and businesses that need dedicated customer service. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card. This is a card that is great, and I'm showing you how to get approved for a high limit, even if you have poor or fair credit. Step number 5, I want you to get ready. See, we have a very structured approach here. First, you want to know the card details. Number 2, you want to understand the extra features. Number 3, you want to know the eligibility rules. Number 4, you want to check out other Wells Fargo business credit cards. Number 5, you want to get ready. So you need to solidify your business financials and your business operational strategy. First, you want to think about the EIN. This card, the goal is to apply for it on an EIN basis. You want to get it on an EIN basis. And the best way to do it is to first have an EIN, right? EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. You get this you get the tax number from the IRS. So once you have that, you need to focus on revenue growth. If you remember, I was telling you that this card wants your revenue to oscillate from $180,000 and $2 million on an annual basis. So you need to boost that revenue. You need to bring in the ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. You need to have a clear financial statements. Let me ask you a question. Big decision time, folks. I want you to talk to me. Talk to me. Are you currently, I would say, confident in your financial statements? In other words, do you have the right accounting structure in place in your business to make sure that the financial statements that you produce are accurate, fair, and complete? I want you to talk to me now, because this is what Wells Fargo is going to ask you. Okay? They're going to ask you to have accurate and complete financial statements. And by that, I'm speaking about balance sheets, income statements, statement of owner's equity, and statement of cash flows. You need to apply the same level of, I would say, perfection, if you will, to the business plan. You got to have a business plan. You need to think about licenses and permits. And at the end of the day, Don't worry if you don't have a stellar credit. Talk to your banker. You want to try to make the application EIN only. This is important. Making the application EIN only means that you are actually structuring everything in such a way that Wells Fargo is looking at your business as a separate entity from your personal affairs. They're not checking your personal FICO. They're checking the business's credit. And you want to try to boost your relationship also with Wells Fargo. I'll be speaking about that in the next section, but it's important. This is quite essential that if you want to get ready for this card, you want to get ready to be approved, you need to start building a relationship with Wells Fargo. Speaking of building a relationship with Wells Fargo, what we call on this show MPR, having a multi-product relationship with Wells Fargo. The cool thing here is that Wells Fargo has a bevy of products and services that you might need as a business owner. And if your goal is to get the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card, you can want to get a high limits on an EIN only basis with fair or poor credit. You need to establish the relationship. First, you can see that Wells Fargo offers business checking accounts. Try to open a business checking account with Wells Fargo if you already haven't done so. So you can choose from initiate business checking to navigate business checking to optimize business checking. Those are the three. You might need to open a business savings account. So you have the business market rate savings. You have the business platinum savings. You have the business time accounts. Those are the CDs, the certificate of deposits. Wells Fargo also offers a great constellation of merchant services. This is kind of cool too. This is a service. This is a range of services that allows you to improve cash flow with the fast funding. You are able to conveniently accept payments from your customers, and you have a practical pricing for small businesses. This is kind of cool too. Think about that. Do you want to take contactless card payments, curbside, in-store, online, by phone, or on the go during deliveries or service calls? Then Wells Fargo can help you. They can also help you overcome cash flow challenges by adopting new payment technologies that keep sales flowing. Okay. Big decision time. Let me ask you a question here. Big decision time. What about payroll services? Who is taking care of your payroll services right now at the company? Who's doing that? Talk to me. Who's doing it? Did you know that Wells Fargo offers payroll services that are of great quality? They can help you streamline payroll, get the support you need, manage your team. You can also think about investing for retirement. So Wells Fargo has a series of products and services in terms of retirement investing. So I'm speaking about the SEP IRA, the Simple IRA, 401k plans, profit sharing plans, individual 401ks, and 403b plans. What am I telling you here? What is the goal of this conversation? The goal of the conversation is that if you want to increase your chances of getting the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card with fair or poor credit, you need to establish a deep relationship with Wells Fargo. And that deep relationship goes through multiple avenues. It can be savings accounts, it can be checking account, it can be investment retirement accounts, IRAs, it can be through services. You basically are giving money to Wells Fargo. You are basically buying their services, so they in turn can have a better relationship with you and also grant you the credit card you need at the right time. Step number 7. So after doing all of this stuff, you need to apply, right? One thing I want to say right off the bat is that you need a Wells Fargo business account in order to apply online. Okay, so whether you currently have an account or not, we always recommend that you go to a branch to apply. But for your information, we'll quickly walk you through the online process. I want you to look right now on the screen. So you can see here that if you go to the Wells Fargo credit cards page, you have 3 business credit cards. Okay, so you have the The Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card, you have the Wells Fargo Secure credit card, you have the Wells Fargo Business Elite Signature card, right? We already talked about those two before. So I want you to click on the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card. You can see on the screen here, and I'm going to walk you through the short questionnaire. So basically, Wells Fargo is going to ask you for a few things. They're going to ask you for your legal business name, your address, the phone number, your date your business was first established, your business tax identification number, that's your EIN, or your social security number if you want to apply for this card as a sole proprietor, which we do not advise, but you can do it, no problem. You need to mention the ownership type, the number of owners that we have in the company, and your gross annual revenue. Remember, the minimum is $180,000 a year. That's gross revenue. And Wells Fargo wants to make sure that they need at least one business owner or guarantor who indicates they have authority and control, and they must provide their name, address, and phone number, their social security number, the date of birth, and their citizenship. One thing we have always said here is that there is a way to get away from this. I mean, not get away, but actually avoid this personal guarantee. You can do it, but you need to do this at the branch, at a Wells Fargo branch, and you need to do this after speaking to a Wells Fargo banker, so they know more about your business and they're able to grant you the card without personal guarantee. And next, you can see on the screen that Wells Fargo wants you also to mention the percentage of ownership of that individual, the annual household income. They want to have more information about the credit experience and payment history, the cash flow and existing credit obligations, and the current relationship with Wells Fargo. This is what is important, okay? And so if you look on the screen, they're asking you, are you a Wells Fargo customer with a checking or a savings account that's been open for at least 1 year? If you click no, that's what we did. If you click no, right away what you get is you get an error message that says, thank you for your interest in applying for the Wells Fargo Business Platinum card. You can't do it online. You have to go to a branch. Either way, the bottom line for us is you need to actually have an account with them. Open that account, establish the MPR that we have been advocating on this show. And once you have some kind of history with them, you can apply. Thank you so much, folks. Let me quickly recap today's conversation. So I was talking to you about how to get a high limits EIN only Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card with fair or poor credit. Number 1, know the card details. Number 2, understand the extra features. Number 3, you want to know the eligibility rules. Number 4, you want to check out other business cards. Number 5, you want to get ready. Number 6, you want to open Wells Fargo accounts or establish or hire them for services, for example. And number 7, you want to apply. And if you don't have a Wells Fargo relationship, you want to go to a branch. If you already have an account with them, you can apply online. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.